Are traditional bonds on life support? It's time to rethink fixed income. There's a problem with traditional fixed income, and the reality is, investors are still living in the past. Let's rewind to the 1980s. Interest rates were sky high. U.S. Treasury bonds gave a whopping 15% return. Investing in government bonds felt safe and lucrative. The years following the global financial crisis were even better. It was a golden era for fixed income investing. Central banks flooded the market with money, lowering interest rates and driving bond prices up. But good times don't last forever.
Well, in the current period, post-pandemic, I feel that we're in a different time period where there was a 40-year bull market in bonds that ended really in the middle of the pandemic, where interest rates were lower than fair value or lower than normal because all the central banks in the world were generally printing a lot of money to buy bonds. And that drove interest rates down for 40 years, and that also included a long deflationary period. We have a pretty strong view that that tailwind that was in place for long-only fixed income investors, that was a period that isn't going to be in place from here. We expect significant budget deficits in the United States of a couple $1 trillion a year. That's not actually our estimate. That's straight from the Congressional Budget Office, where if there's budget deficits in the US of $2 trillion a year from here going forward, that means additional supply of government bonds into the foreseeable future. What that means is that whereas it was very easy to run long-only fixed income money for 40 years, it's not as easy right now where you can't rely on rates coming down for a whole generation.
If you're still using the old bond playbook, it might be time to rethink your strategy. The world of fixed income has changed, and for many investors, it's no longer business as usual. At Purpose, we believe it's more important than ever to consider alternative fixed income investments like Purpose Credit Opportunities Fund. Stay ahead of the curve. Learn more at purposeinvest.com.